Hey guys, so yeah, I'm back on this whole like YouTube return rampage or whatever. I don't fucking know. I recorded some unreleased backpack video, but I haven't recorded the second part, and I don't know if I ever will record the second part because I'm just like too lazy, and it's kind of like a silly video to make anyway. But yeah, I just thought I would make a review on a product I unexpectedly picked up this week, and that is the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. I was about to say 22. I'm recording with the 22 right now, but yeah, I unexpectedly picked it up. Yeah, roll the intro. Alright, so yeah, my phone before this one was the S22 Ultra, the one that I'm recording right now with this. Fuck, wait. Yep. That's the phone I'm using right now. It's a 512 gigabyte, it's black. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be the last phone that I got from my parents before I like got a job and bought my own phone, but that was not the case. So yeah, I got a new one, and that one's probably gonna be the last phone I get before I move out and buy my own stuff. Because like, I'm becoming an adult in 2 years. This thing is like brand freaking new. I don't see like a way I'm gonna upgrade like anytime soon. So. But I've actually really been wanting something like this lately, even though my S22 is like perfect the way it is. It's like basically so my S22 Ultra is like perfect the way it is because it's like almost the same phone as this, but with like double the storage. And so I was like, I don't have a reason to upgrade, but I really like the way these new iPhone 17s and like Samsung S25s and 26s are looking. I think they look really sexy. Like how freaking big the camera bump is, and like the fact that like I'm a bit like the cylindrical shape, if that's what you want to call it, of like the Samsung Ultras between the 22 and the 24. I think it was pretty nice for the time, but like I'm gonna be honest, like I like phones that are like really where the iPhones are. Like, yeah, call me a basic bitch, but like I really like the way this S26 is shaped. I like how it's shaped like an iPhone. Like, I guess just because it's different, and I'm kind of reminiscing on like how my Motorola was, even though the Motorola was kind of a phone. I don't know. Yeah, because I like the Motorola because it had like a completely flat screen, and I don't know, it just looked good to me. S22, there was like nothing wrong with it. If anything, I actually kind of liked it for like the first like month or two or so, and then I kind of got over the way it looked for some reason already. But I kept using it because it's a really good phone. Like it can record like in 8K the same. If anything, the camera is actually better than this phone because like I think that has like 10 times zoom. And this has like 5 times zoom, and it uses like AI to fill the rest in, and like I don't have a problem with that, but like I mean, like at the end of the day, dude, like that one has like more like physical specifications. This one relies on like after processing and shit. So yeah. I did take my like first YouTube video in this kinda like a video of my high school's like section in the Fiesta Parade. The day parade, and well, no, my little brother shot it, but like it's still like my video because it's on my freaking phone and it's of my high school. So see, I'm gonna put that up later. I have to edit it a tiny bit because there's like 2 parts to it because the parade had to stop, and I told him to stop recording, and then I started recording. But yeah, all about the storage thing. So the day I got this phone, I had to leave school early because my dad thought he was gonna have to trade in my S22 to get this one because I didn't have any eligible phones for the trade-in, because all my trap phones are being borrowed out right now. Ah. So yeah, I thought I was gonna have to get rid of that one, which was low-key gonna be devastating because like that phone has 512 gigabytes. I'm using like, or I was using like 400 on it because I have like a lot of big video files. I don't have any. Well, no, if I say that, then it's gonna like make me look like I have weird shit on my phone, but I don't have weird shit on my phone. This has like 256, so it's like half, but like, my solution to that was that I bought like 2 terabytes of Google storage, and it's actually been working out really well. But except I can't take advantage of like the pro features of like my Google account now because my Google account almost got banned for like age forging or something because I set my birth year as something else back when I first made the account. But yeah. And so we had to put my age as the real one, so that way I wouldn't lose all my shit. And so yeah. So yeah, I bought like 2 terabytes of Google storage. I think it's like $3 or $2.50 for the first 3 months, and then after that it's like $10 a month, which shouldn't be that bad. I usually always have more than like 10 in my savings anyway. So so far, I'm gonna look at it right now. But so far in my Google account, I've used 9% of it, 200 gigabytes. That's actually like almost 10% of it. But yeah, it's not like a whole lot, but I think it was like the biggest plan right after the 200 gigabyte one. And yeah, I mean, it's always good. It's always good to be safe. So yeah. So I can access all my photos and videos from this phone and my Motorola on this phone, because I have it backed up to like Google Photos or something, and therefore I could like only have the pictures I take on this phone actually on this phone, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, it didn't like back up any of the photos that I took, or it didn't back up any of the items from my old iPhone that I used for almost like 4 years. So that's like 4 years worth of stuff that I can't access. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to like get all of it onto here. I have the iCloud photos in my Google Drive, so theoretically once this phone is done backing up all the videos and stuff, I could probably just like format that phone and use it only for recording YouTube videos, because it has like 512, and once I get rid of the videos it'll only be taking up like 200 maybe. This phone, I've only used like 30% of the storage, which is like 90, I think. Yeah. Of course, oh no, it's not videos. Apps are taking up the most amount of space. Videos aren't actually taking up a lot at all. Overall though, it kind of feels like the same phone, to be honest. It's not like too different. Maybe I should have changed the wallpaper or something, or the theme. I tried to change the theme to like some knockoff, what's it called? Some knockoff liquid air or liquid glass stuff, but it just didn't. It didn't like fit right with me, so I just like kept it the old one when it was like on my S22. Yeah. People also say that the audio on this phone is really good, and even my friends at school said that like when I had my Instagram Reels on full blast, it sounded really good. Oh, and then the phone, this phone's like biggest party trick, the privacy display. It's not like, well, I mean, no, people say that it's not that incredible, but to me, I think it's actually really good, and it's really helped me out like a lot of times, to be honest. So I have it on maximum privacy all the time because I noticed that on its own it kind of looks like butt. So I have it as the double tap the power button to turn it on. Like, I mean, you can't really see anything from this angle, but then you completely can't see anything from this angle. And then like the other way, fuck. Holy. But yeah, and it looks incredible in person, dude. And I found out it's actually not too complicated. So pretty much like on regular mode, the pixels are going in like all directions, the light, and then if you turn on the maximum privacy, or if you turn on the privacy display, then they only go in one direction and maybe like a few other directions because it's not perfect. But But I was gonna say it's already helped me out a few times because because when I was at the Fiesta parade today, something really embarrassing happened to my Instagram. So pretty much, there's like some female influencer I follow because you know I'm a freaking teenage boy, but I also think that she's kind of funny. But she got hacked and she was posting a lot of, her account was posting a lot of weird AI shit. And so like yeah, as soon as I noticed that, I like made sure that this was on just in case if anything popped up in my feed that was weird. And it actually like low-key helped a tiny bit. I didn't get any weird stares from people. It helped out in a couple other ways, but I can't really talk about them on here. But yeah, I think this is gonna be like it's probably gonna be my favorite freaking feature. And like this phone, I never had it on unless I got a screen protector for it. And speaking of screen protectors, okay, so I had to use this phone for about 2 days without a screen protector or phone case because Amazon was late on delivering it, and not to mention like the whole upgrade thing was unexpected anyway. So yeah, but I never used a screen protector on my S22 Ultra, and I didn't use one on my iPhone either because I think that every time I put on a screen protector, and even like my dad putting them on for me, I think they always look like kind of butt, and they always never come out well. But this phone kind of took that fear away from me because I just followed every step super carefully, and it actually came out really nice. Only like gripe I kind of have is that like it takes a little bit to unlock it compared to just like using the phone raw, or like on my S22 because I don't have a screen protector on it. Like you could literally just like tap the screen like a tiny bit and it'll open. This one I actually have to like act like it's a fingerprint sensor, which I mean like it's not too terrible, but it's better than like risking the screen on this, because I remembered on my S22 when it was when I got it like last year. My dad claimed that it was perfect, and I want to say it probably was perfect, but I think in like the first couple of months or so, I already screwed up the screen because I put like 2 big deep scratches, and just overall like even in like my last couple of months having it, I put some like dings in the screen, but they're not like any noticeable cracks or anything. It's just like little chips that you could like see on the screen but you can't clean off. And it was getting like really freaking annoying. So yeah, this phone is probably just gonna be like my YouTube camera from now on. Because, I mean, yeah, this one is nice, but like, I don't know. This one might be like my portable camera for whenever I'm like out and about, because, you know, it's like my main phone. I carry it on me and stuff. So. Yeah, I followed every step really carefully, putting on this screen protector. Literally the only thing that I messed up on is, what's it? There's like one tiny little hair on this side, but I mean, like, if you're not under direct light, you can't notice like any imperfections at all with it. And also, I was really paranoid about dust at first, but it's actually like not that bad. But yeah, I didn't have a good experience with screen protectors because on my Motorola that had a screen protector, and I remember in my last couple of months of having it before I got my S22, the screen protector was really bubbly and like ugly and like dusty, and it was like, yeah, it was like really crappy. And as soon as I took it off, it was like taking like chains off your arms or some shit. And yeah, I just felt so free with this phone, even though like I fucked up the screen like a lot. But like it's nice to know that I can kind of be reckless with this phone a tiny bit, but I'm obviously not, because it's a brand new freaking, yeah. Oh, and obviously, like, yeah, the S22 to the S26 isn't like a massive jump, like on paper, let's be honest here. But like, to me it was a really big jump because this was my first ever brand new Pro Max phone. My S22 is a Pro Max phone, but it was from 2022 and I got it last year in 2025. So it wasn't exactly new. I mean, it was a pretty massive upgrade jump for me because it was my first Pro Max phone and it had like all the cool shit with the cameras and the OLED screen. But this, I mean, it's a big deal for me because it's like my first like brand new one, and it's like the first time I've ever been at the top of the ladder. So yeah, and that's why I really love this phone. Oh, and let's talk about the color. So with my S22 Ultra, I couldn't really complain a whole lot because it's black, and black is like I think it might be my favorite color, maybe. But I chose blue with the S22. It's blue, it's not white. I chose blue with the S22 because, or no, I chose blue with I chose blue with the S26 Ultra because at the Spectrum store that we went to, they didn't have white. I didn't want to get black again, and purple seemed like a pretty good option because I really love the way that like iPhone 14s look with the purple color. But I decided not to get it because it was too similar to black, and so yeah, I got blue because it was like basically the closest thing I get to white, and plus it's kind of like it's a nod to my childhood iPod kind of because it had a teal case on it back in its prime. Oh, and now that we're finally at that part, I think it's time to do a comparison between this phone and my childhood iPod, which was my first ever phone. So I had this for like a few days since I got it like on February 22nd, 2026 probably. I don't even know. I don't even know what date it is. But I have my childhood iPod up here. It's actually at a pretty good percentage. But let me show you the reason why this is kind of gonna be underwhelming and why I can't do like a crazy full review with it. Ooh. Wait, focus. This S22 is low-key kind of autistic, like my ex. Okay, yeah. So, it's like cracked to shit on the top, and like the whole screen is like really fucked up. And I honestly thought this phone was this iPod was never gonna work ever again. But so I found out that like one of these ribbons in the top can just be pushed in, and ooh, it turns on. It doesn't do anything with the touch, and the home button's broken because there's like a cable up here that's like snapped. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I was thinking about replacing the screen on my own, but like I screwed that up with the donor iPod that I had for this. So yeah, I'm low-key just gonna leave it alone. I might try to learn it one day with like a shittier iPod that I own that doesn't mean anything to me, but this one means a lot to me. So yeah. Oh, and it says the wrong date and time because the battery is so messed up in it probably that it forgets like the time and stuff. Oh, and then let me give a close-up of the back. Yeah, so it's actually in pretty nice shape on the outside, but like on the little circle part where the hole for the Apple logo is at, that's like really scratched, and there's even like a weird brown stain on it. Oh, and with all my iPods, I usually like to polish them, but obviously I'm not going to polish this one because this is my childhood one. And yeah, and unfortunately all of the cases I had for this, I've had like 3 different cases for this one, don't exist anymore. I think they all got thrown away at some point because they were too ugly. I want to say that I use this iPod from like, I kind of borrowed it from my dad at first, obviously, because I was too young to use it. But like 2012, 2013, and I think the last time I ever used it before it stopped working was like 2017 maybe, because that's like the year I got my first Samsung or whatever. So anyway, I'm just gonna put this up here because we're going to come to my next point. So one of the trading phones that my Uncle Andrew gave us that didn't get accepted because the brand is too niche is this phone. The Razer phone from, oh shit, focus. Okay, I don't know. From 2017. I already got like a couple people at school asking what the heck this thing is. And yeah, I was unsure about putting this in the video, but I'm just gonna put it in the video anyway. I already have like all my stuff set up on it, like the wallpaper, Instagram. And I'm gonna be so honest, because they made this so overpowered back in 2017, this is actually a great phone to like use as like an iPod Touch type device or a trap phone. And so yeah, it can run like everything I need: the Bus app, Goth AI, ChatGPT, Instagram, TikTok. It could even run like actually no, I've never seen it run ChatGPT. It doesn't like open properly, but it does. Goth AI does work on it. My VPN my VPN like kind of works on it. For some reason this phone is like blacklisted from the school Wi-Fi. I have no idea why. Yeah. The camera, I was originally planning on shooting this video on this camera, but I think it looks kind of butt and the colors are like really washed and ugly. Meanwhile on this phone, like it's like perfect because this is the peak of phone cameras right here. And yeah, let me take this thing out of its case because I think taking it out of its case makes it look like even more. Does that logo look familiar? Oh. Anyway. Ooh, that's so epic and gamer. I was thinking about keeping it out of its case, but I think it looks like really stupid and boxy like this. So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep it in the case, even though the case is kind of crusty. And it even has like bite marks on it. What the hell is that? But no, yeah, this is a really nice phone. I think Uncle Andrew said that he didn't want it back. That's what my dad said. He said he doesn't want it back, but yeah, Razer's too niche of a brand because they don't even make phones anymore. The last phone that they made was the 2018 Razer phone, and I don't think they've gone back to that scene because like people absolutely hated these. Well, no, they didn't hate these things, but it's like nobody wanted to buy them because nobody really needed like all that power for the time period. Like phones are so simple back then, and we didn't have like the 3-camera beast that we have now. And finally, before I cap off the video, I had another phone that's like on the way that I bought on Friday, but my dad accidentally took it to work with him. It's like a Moto G 5G 2023. I bought that phone back when I only had this phone and I didn't think I was gonna upgrade at all, and so I bought that one as an extra phone. But I don't need it anymore, so I'm gonna be giving it to one of my friends because he's using my trap phone 5S right now, and that phone low-key means a lot to me, and so I low-key kind of want it back, and I don't need the Moto G anymore because I have the S22, the S26, and the Razer phone. All is like perfectly good extra phone, or yeah, both is perfectly good extra phones, and then this thing is like a freaking blessing, to be honest. Yeah. I was actually originally gonna make a video about, I was gonna originally record the video on that Motorola if it came in today, but it freaking didn't, so I'm recording on the S22. But the reason why I wanted to record it on the Motorola is because I wanted to do a side-by-side comparison as to the camera bumps, because I could finally proudly say that I have that rich people issue where the camera bump is so thick, even with the case, that if I put it on a table, it like wobbles. And I mean, I know it's kind of like a believable thing to say, but let me like pull something else to demonstrate it. So I don't know if this iPad's a perfectly flat surface, but I'm gonna. It wiggles a tiny bit, but I remembered at school the other day I was trying to like cheat on an essay, and it actually like wiggled a whole lot, and it was annoying. But yeah, even with the case it like wiggles. But with my S22 Ultra, it sits perfectly on a table because, with the case on at least, because the cameras aren't that thick. But this one, the cameras are like thick as hell. And also, not to mention, I'm so used to my S22, like how kind of small the cameras were, that like my fingers would go up to like right here. But now like I can't really do that because I'm gonna be like touching the camera, so I have to like move my hand down a little bit. And yeah, those are like two like first world problems that I have with like this phone. Now, I would love to do a comparison between this phone and my first ever phone that had phone service, because that would honestly be like a pretty good comparison, because that phone still kind of worked at the time, like the last time I used it. But that's the thing, I don't know where it's at, and I want to say the reason why I don't know where it's at is because I left it in chemistry class one day, probably, and it got confiscated, so I don't know. That look-y kind of sucks. That phone meant a lot to me. My red iPhone, I had that thing from like I had that thing from like the summer after 5th grade all the way until like the summer after 8th grade. And yeah, so I pretty much captured like the entirety of middle school on that phone. And while 3 years doesn't seem like a lot for an iPhone, like it was an iPhone SE 2nd generation with 64 gigabytes. That thing sucked to use for 3 years, bro. And like my dad, I remember when I first got that phone, my dad said that it was gonna be a test phone and they were probably gonna get me like something nicer, like an iPhone 12 or something, like, or no, not 12, yeah, maybe 12. They were probably gonna get me something nicer like after a few months or so, but they never ended up getting me anything nicer, and I was stuck with that phone until the summer after 8th grade, and I got my Motorola. And then the year after I got my Motorola, I got the S22, and then the year after I got the S22, I got the S26. And I'm probably not gonna be upgrading for a very long time because this thing gets like updates for 7 years, and so I'm thinking the next time I do upgrade phones, it's definitely going to be when I'm an adult. But yeah, overall, it's like the same phone. It's still kind of like a life-changing upgrade, to be honest, even though it kind of is the same phone. So yeah, it's a small upgrade, but it was a big, like, life-changing kind of moment, to be honest. And, like, yeah. To me, at least. Shit. And now I have basically 2 of the same phone for, like, whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do with the S22. Like I said, I think I'm gonna use it as like a YouTube camera, and then like whenever my dad needs to trade it, and then I'll finally get rid of it. But alright, so thank you guys for watching. I don't know what else. I want to say the other stuff, but I'm going to be copying some other YouTuber if I say it. Bye.